Hello, students. This is the second part of the first chapter, a letter to God. Earlier, we saw that the farmer Lencho, whose crops were completely destroyed due to the hailstones or hail or heavy rain of hails. Now he was completely helpless. He didn't know what to do. Now let's proceed further. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. Now they were completely helpless. All the family members were helpless and they didn't have any hope. Only hope was help from God. Don't be upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. Now that has not been mentioned there who told these lines, but we suppose that people might have told them, or this might have the inner voice of the farmer. So don't be upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. Now he make himself understand that if everything is lost, then also no one dies of hunger. That's what they say. They means people say no one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God. Now, for the whole night, he kept thinking about one thing, that he should take help from God, whose eyes, whose here refers to God. And he wanted to take help from God because, according to him, God's eyes, as he had been instructed, as he had been told, see everything. And why he was a true believer? Because he was instructed, he was told by his elders that God can see everything, whatever is going on in the world. God can see even what is deep in one's conscience, and even God can see into one's conscience, one's heart also. God can see. Lencho was an ox of a man, working like an animal in the fields. Here, Lencho was an ox of a man does mean that he was very hard worker. He worked very hard, and the same is the meaning of the upcoming line also. Working like an animal in the fields means he worked very hard in his fields, but still he knew how to write. Though he was a farmer, but he knew how to write, means he was a literate person. The following Sunday, at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. Now he decided, in that night, while he was completely not at all able to sleep, at that time he decided to take help from God, and how to contact God. So he decided to make the medium, and that was writing a letter to God. So upcoming Sunday he wrote a letter to God. God, he wrote. Now, what did he write in that letter? God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes. Because the hailstorm and dot means the entire story regarding that hailstorm, that crops, everything he mentioned there, that will not be repeated here again. So in that letter he wrote that I want your help, and he demanded also that I want 100 or 100 pesos in order to sow my field again, because everything has been destroyed. So to sow my field again, I want your help with 100 pesos. He wrote to God on the envelope, and on the envelope, because we have to write the address to whom we are sending the letter. So there was no address, so only to God he wrote on the envelope of that letter. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled went to town. Though he was very grieved, he was very sad, but still, however, he managed to go to town to mail that letter. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. And he reached that post office, and from there, he got the stamp and he stuck it on that envelope and dropped that letter into the mailbox. This is the process how to send a letter also. Okay, so in this chapter you come to know one thing, that money order. The second one, how to mail a letter. One of the employees, who was a postman and also helped at the post office, went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. Now the farmer went away, and when at the time of scrutining, जब वो छटनी की जाती है लेटर्स की, at that time the postman was there. He was also the employee there in that post office. So when he saw that address to God, he laughed a lot, and he took that letter to the head of the post office, or we can say to his boss, and showed him that letter to God. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address, and because he knew that in the entire life of that postman he had never seen such address of God. The postmaster, a fat, amiable means friendly and pleasant, amiable fellow, also broke out laughing, means he also started laughing. But almost immediately he turned serious, and tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What a faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God." Now, at the beginning, when he heard it, he laughed a lot, but suddenly, means immediately after it, he was completely serious, and he praised the faith of that farmer, that what a faith, I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter. Means काश मैं भी इस तरह से गॉड में बिलीव कर पाता, या इस तरह का फेथ जो है वो मुझ में भी होता. Starting up a correspondence with God, and he was completely shocked that a farmer has started correspondence with God. So he was completely shocked or surprised. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. Means he got an idea that whoever has written this letter, I will not shake his faith in God. मैं उसका जो faith है God में, उसको मैं कम नहीं होने दूंगा, उसको मैं किसी भी तरह से मेंटेन रखने में हेल्प करूंगा. And what was the idea? Answer the letter. Means on behalf of God, he decided, the head postmaster decided to answer that letter on behalf of God, so that his faith in God will affirmed, और भी ज़्यादा वो उसका जो faith है वो कहीं कम नहीं हो जाए. But when he opened it, it was evident means clear, that to answer it he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. Now when he opened the letter to God, it was not a correspondence, it was a kind of demand of 100 pesos. So he needed some money also, not only ink, paper, and a goodwill, he needed money. But he stuck to his resolution. But he decided, once he decided, means he would do it. So, but he stuck to his resolution. And what was his resolution? To help that farmer. He asked for money from his employees, means he asked to help that farmer, to his employees, to his colleagues. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. Means they started like a mission, they collected money or on the name of charity. He took money from some of his friends also, other friends also. It was impossible for him to gather the 100 pesos. Now it was very difficult task because 100 pesos was a big sum of amount. So it was very difficult for him to gather or collect 100 pesos. But however, he collected a little money. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. Means 50, more than 50. He could arrange almost 70 pesos near about. He could collect and he was able to send that much money only. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. Now they managed money, and with the envelope of money they sent a letter, and they have not written anything, only the signature God. Means as if it seemed as if God himself has sent the money with signing, with the signature of God. These are some questions you have to answer these questions. Next, the following Sunday Lencho came a bit earlier, and next Sunday Lencho reached there at that post office, and he came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. He also wanted to inquire about his letter or his response or his answer from God. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment means satisfaction, santusti, of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. Now the postman himself handed means to give him the letter or the response or the money. He handed to Lencho, the farmer, and while the postmaster, who had managed all these things, he himself was watching from a from a little distance from his own office, and he was quite satisfied, and he wanted to see the satisfaction on the face of that farmer also. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Now this was the belief of Lencho in God, that he was not at all shocked with the response of God, with the money he got from God. He was not the slightest, means थोड़ा सा भी सरप्राइज नहीं हुआ जब उसने वो मनी देखी जो कि गॉड ने उस according to him God has sent him money. Such was his confidence in God. But he became angry when he counted the money. Now this is the turning point, because he himself demanded 100 pesos and he got only 70. So as soon as he counted that money, he was completely angry. He became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, because he knew his faith in God, that God cannot make mistakes, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. And he also knew this thing, that he cannot deny, because he is the true follower of God. So God cannot deny Lencho about the request about 100 pesos. Then what would have happened? Immediately Lencho went up to the window to ask for a paper and ink, because now again he was angry and he wanted to give again a reply to God, again another letter to God of complaint. Immediately Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink on the public writing table. He started to write with much wrinkling of his brow. Now wrinkling of brow means भौहें सिकुड़ना, means टेंशन में होना, थोड़ा तनाव में होना, we can say. Now he was little bit worried, he was in tension, he was angry also. So this is the mixed feeling. On the public writing table he started to write with much wrinkling of his brow, caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas, and he was trying to express his ideas. That's why he had wrinkles on his brow. When he finished, means when he completely wrote the letter, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he leaked and then affixed to the envelope with a bow of his fist. This is also the process, that when you get the stamp, then there is a kind of glue there at the back side of that stamp, so you can leak that, and you can stick it on the letter or any paper. So he also did the same process with a bow of his fist, means he stuck that stamp on the same letter with the same address. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. Now again, they didn't know that he is completely angry with the money, with the money which he didn't demand, means he demanded 100 pesos and he got only 70 pesos. So he was very angry. They all would have thought that he might have been writing about, or the thanksgiving letter he might have written. So this was the confusion, and they were very happy that he might have, means they helped that farmer. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. Suddenly, means as soon as he mailed it, postmaster went there and opened, and inside it, this was written. It said, means the letter said, God of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks and lencho. Now he demanded again that I want the entire money. I got only 70 pesos, and send me the rest of, means 30 pesos also send to me. But next time when you send money, don't send through the post office, because all the people are bad crooks, because they would have stolen the remaining money. So that was all about, and at the end of the letter he signed himself Lancho. That is all about the chapter. Thank you.